Welcome back, my wonderful friends, to our channel. If you are a fan of amazing dramas and captivating stories, you are exactly in the right place. In today's video, we have prepared a recap of an incredible series that will steal your heart from the very first moment and make you live every single detail alongside the characters. Before we dive into the events, please support us by liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and leaving a comment below with your thoughts. Your support helps our family grow even bigger. Grab your favorite drink and let's begin. The film opens in a quiet village next to a flowing river where a little girl is playing near the water. Her father approaches her and warns her against staying too close, telling her that the river demon might drag her away if she isn't careful. The girl falls silent and continues to stare into the water, unsure of what to think. Suddenly, her father jumps out of the river and startles her, making her cry. To calm her down, he starts moving in a funny way in the water until she begins to laugh again. The happy moment does not last long, as something from beneath the surface suddenly grabs him and pulls him down, killing him. After this tragic event, a monk arrives at the village, kills a strange fish in the river, and declares that he has eliminated the water demon. Shortly after, we are introduced to Schwan, a young man who actually works as a skilled hunter of demons and dangerous creatures, and who is the true focus of the story. Schwan insists that the creature the monk killed was merely an ordinary demon fish, and that the real water demon is still lurking in the river, but the villagers refuse to trust him, judging him by his weak and unimpressive appearance. Even the mother of the little girl ignores his warning and walks away. The monk mocks him, calling him a nobody who dares to challenge him, and angrily orders the villagers to punish him. Without hesitation, they tie a rope around Schwan and hang him up, convinced that the danger has passed. Feeling safe, the villagers begin to swim freely in the river, celebrating what they believe is the end of the demon. While struggling, Schwan suddenly catches a glimpse of the real water demon heading towards the swimmers. He screams desperately, asking everyone to get out of the water, but his cries are ignored. Within moments, the demon attacks, killing many of them, and chaos spreads through the village. The few who survive quickly run out of the water and hide. Schwan then tells them to lie motionless and play dead so that the demon leaves them alone, showing that despite being a demon hunter, he truly cares about saving lives. This time, they follow his instructions, but amidst the tension, the same little girl is seen running towards her mother. The water demon suddenly grabs the little girl, and although her mother and several villagers rush forward and struggle to pull her back, the creature devours her right before their eyes. Driven by grief and anger, the girl's mother throws herself into the river in hopes of destroying the monster, but she too is killed. The demon then rushes towards a young boy, but Schwan intervenes just in time and saves him. With great effort, a few villagers and a strong woman manage to pull the demon out of the water. Once on land, it transforms into a human form in an attempt to steady itself and regain control. Schwan begins reciting gentle Buddhist nursery rhymes, trying to calm and control the spirit. But the demon breaks free from this influence and attacks again. At that moment, a woman named Duan appears. She is also a demon hunter like Schwan, but unlike him, she shows no mercy. Acting swiftly and without hesitation, she overpowers everyone in her way, brutally beats the water demon, and uses her magic to shrink it into a small water demon doll. The villagers immediately praise and thank her. Duan then turns to Schwan and demands to know his identity. He introduces himself as a demon hunter and shows her the book of Buddhist nursery rhymes he carries with him. Duan bursts into laughter and proudly shows off the magic bracelet on her wrist before walking away. Later, Schwan meets with his master and tells him everything that happened with the water demon, only to discover that his master is already aware of the incident. The master explains that in the distant past, the water demon was kind and had even saved a drowning child once. But the villagers misunderstood the act and thought the demon intended to harm him. In a state of fear and anger, they killed the creature and threw its body back into the river, and from that moment on, its spirit became bitter and filled with vengeance. Schwan then asks if the Buddhist nursery rhymes truly possess the power to change such demons. His master firmly assures him that these verses are incredibly powerful and can guide any demon back to kindness. Schwan admits that he sometimes feels the urge to destroy demons just as other hunters do, but his master stops him, reminding him that violence only creates more hatred, whereas the sacred chants can soothe and transform even the darkest of souls. The scene then shifts to a couple arriving at an isolated restaurant hidden in the forest. As soon as they step inside, the door shuts on its own, revealing an empty, eerie space with no one else around. A waiter approaches the couple and proudly serves the restaurant's signature dish, beautifully roasted pigs that look appetizing.
Tempted by the rich aroma, they sit down and begin eating, amazed at how delicious everything is, and passionately praise the chef. The restaurant owner soon joins them at their table, and the girl curiously asks how he manages to prepare such amazing food. Without warning, the owner reveals his terrifying true form, and they realize with horror that he is a demon. The creature moves to attack them as they try to escape, but amidst their panic, they notice something horrifying about the roasted pigs. Looking closely, they discover that the corpses are not animals at all, but roasted humans. Before they can flee, the demon brutally murders them. Later on, Schwan arrives at the same forest restaurant, where a girl warmly welcomes him and recommends the restaurant's signature dish, the roasted pigs. As a demon hunter, he immediately sees through the illusion, noticing corpses where the customers should be and human remains disguised as food. He calmly tells the girl to stop pretending because he knows she is a demon and her deception has failed. She suddenly attacks him, but Duan unexpectedly appears and swiftly destroys the demons one by one using her magic bracelet.
The restaurant owner suddenly emerges, and Tuan attacks him without hesitation, overpowering him as the truth is revealed that he is actually a pig demon named Zubajie. Xuan quickly grabs the demon's arms to restrain him, while Tuan tries to use her power to pull out and absorb the spirit. She pulls the pig demon into herself and tries to seal him into a small doll using her enchanted clothing. But this demon is much stronger than the others. He breaks free from her control, returns to his true monstrous form, and forces both of them to flee for their lives. After escaping, Tuan begins to develop feelings for Xuan and tries to get closer to him. However, he avoids her and leaves. Later, Xuan meets his master again and recounts everything that happened at the restaurant. His master confirms that the owner was indeed a pig demon, explaining that he used to be kind in the past, but after his wife betrayed him, his heartbreak turned him into the creature he has become. The master then tells Xuan that if he truly wishes to redeem such a powerful demon, he must seek out the greatest and most terrifying of them all, the Monkey King, Sun Wukong. When Xuan asks who this being is, his master explains that the Monkey King is the most powerful and dangerous demon in existence. Buddha had imprisoned the Monkey King in a deep cave in the mountains for 500 years, and Xuan's master tells him that this is exactly where he must go. He describes the location to him. A massive statue of Buddha stands there, and near it lies a small cave where the Monkey King is held captive. The master warned Xuan that the Monkey King is incredibly strong and highly intelligent, so he must be careful and not fall for any tricks. Xuan begins his journey, but he soon steps into a hidden trap and injures his foot. A group of people arrives, and one of them is wearing Duan's magic bracelet around his neck. They claim to be demon hunters and state that they have captured Duan. Duan quickly protests, saying that Xuan is her husband and that they are not enemy hunters, begging the group to let them go. To verify if she is telling the truth, the group demands proof that they are actually married. In a panic, Duan pressures Xuan to confirm it immediately. In a desperate attempt, she even tries to force herself on him in front of everyone, but the trick instantly fails. It turns out that the entire scene was staged. They were all Duan's assistants, and she had planned the ruse just to get close to Xuan because she loves him. When Xuan realizes he has been deceived, anger boils inside him and he tries to walk away, but Duan quickly orders her followers to grab him. Feeling frustrated, she asks one of them how she can make Xuan fall in love with her. The assistant tells her to follow his instructions precisely and mimic every move he demonstrates to her. Duan approaches Xuan, carefully imitating the gestures her assistant shows, believing this will make him love her. Nothing happens, and she doesn't even notice the stress it is putting on her. Suddenly, they sense a threatening presence and see the pig demon approaching. Duan yells at her followers to push the carriage away immediately. As they try to escape, the demon is on the verge of pouncing on them. In a desperate move, Duan throws the pig demon out of the carriage, but he attacks fiercely and smashes the carriage to pieces. Xuan rushes to her side and finds her unconscious, so he lifts her to safety. Miss Duan suddenly laughs and teases him, asking if he will now admit that he loves her. Xuan looks at her calmly and replies that he does not love her. At that moment, 3 other demon hunters appear. One of them strikes the pig demon, knocking it away. The hunters immediately start arguing, with each claiming to be the strongest. Xuan interrupts them, reminding them that as demon hunters, they should work together against demons instead of fighting among themselves. One of the hunters mocks the poor man, and Duan immediately takes Xuan's side. Annoyed, Xuan tells her to stop distracting him and to leave him alone. Angrily, Miss Duan tears up Xuan's book of nursery rhymes, but she does not stay long and walks away.
Schwan finally reaches the mountains but cannot see the large Buddha statue. He closes his eyes and concentrates, and suddenly the statue becomes visible. Located near it is the Monkey King's cave. Inside, he finds the Monkey King and asks him how to subdue the pig demon. The Monkey King tells him to lure the demon with a beautiful girl and promises that once it arrives, he will subdue it. At that moment, Duan arrives and asks him why he is there. She tells him not to ask too many questions, stating that a beautiful girl is needed and she can help. When the pig demon appears, he attacks immediately, but the Monkey King calls out from the cave and pulls him inside. Schwan and Duan follow him and see that the pig demon has shrunk into a small piglet. Using her enchanted cloth, Duan transforms it into a small pig doll and gives it to Schwan. She then turns her magic bracelet into a ring, places it on her finger, and takes a stone to test its power. Upon seeing this, Duan takes off her magic bracelet and returns the nursery rhyme book to Schwan. She explains that she cannot read, so it took her 3 days to piece the book back together, and she asks for forgiveness if she caused any harm. After that, she leaves quietly.
Schwan starts to walk away, but the Monkey King's voice echoes from the cave, asking if it is a moonlit night. Schwan confirms that it is. The Monkey King says that the moon cannot be seen because a large flower is blocking the light. Schwan uproots the flower and throws it aside. As soon as it is removed, all the surrounding flowers burst into flames. The flower had been keeping the Monkey King trapped in the cave for centuries. By removing it, the Monkey King is freed from Buddha's imprisonment. He regains his true form and emerges from the cave, declaring that not even Buddha can stop him. Schwan stands his ground and replies that Buddha is still present. The Monkey King suddenly grabs Schwan and tears out his hair, mocking him and saying that Buddha is a liar, and that believing in him is pointless because he cannot come there to save anyone. At that moment, 3 demon hunters arrive in an attempt to eliminate the Monkey King, but he is incredibly strong and swiftly kills all 3. He turns to attack Schwan, but Duan arrives to intervene. Yet even she cannot withstand the Monkey King's power and is killed. Upon seeing Duan's lifeless body, Schwan is filled with grief, remembering everything she said and the love she showed him. Tears stream down his face as sorrow overwhelms him. The Monkey King then throws Miss Duan's body into the air, causing it to completely disappear. In a state of despair, Schwan pleads to Buddha, whose divine power restores the Monkey King's heart, bringing him back to kindness. In the end, Schwan continues his journey accompanied by the Monkey King, the Pig Demon, and the Water Demon. And that brings us to the end of today's video. I hope you all enjoyed it. Until we meet again soon, don't forget to show your support by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. Goodbye, my wonderful friends.